Hi, I'm Miriam Terpstra, and together with my husband Joe, we own and operate an event center called Maple Lane Haven. Welcome. So back in 2020, late September, we opened up our event center for our first wedding. My husband is the visionary in this whole project. He has a plan and it develops as we go. Of course, both of us input into it, but it stems from him. So in 2015, or 14, they started with the first barn, and then the second part was built in 2020. And how that came about, that we were just gathering with relatives and family, and they said there's so much heart and time and energy put into creating of the venue part, the first part, the waterfalls, the pond and everything. It's just like, you need to share this with everyone else. And it didn't take long for Joe to get on board. It just took a little longer for me to get on board. This venue is a result of two barns put together, and just before the fireplace on the south side of the wall here was the end of the first barn, and everything else after that, the mezzanine, the commercial kitchen, the cloakroom, and all the extension of the floors, was the addition, or the second part, which was built in 2020. That was the beginning of doing the weddings and other events publicly, and then the business has developed from there. We chose to contact Envira-North to inquire about the fans for our barn. There's two things that we needed to consider and hold in priority. One was the comfort of our guests, and two was the sustainability of the wood. These large, beautiful beams are 180 to 200 years old, and we want them to last another 200 years, and they will, providing they're in the right climate. The fans from Envira-North just fit right into the space that was available to them with no modifications necessary, and the elegant black onyx fans blended in with the rustic look very nicely within the venue. We found that after we had constructed the second edition and we had 3 furnaces and 2 sealed stoves in our fireplaces and 16 ton of air conditioning, we were not keeping our temperature and airflow consistent. There were pockets within the venue not being addressed properly. Heat rises, as everyone knows, and we needed the fans to provide proper circulation and distribute the heat, or AC, throughout the venue. We had thermostats, but we were still not being consistent. Now we don't have any comments about how temperature or air is fluctuating and they're not comfortable, which means everyone is happy and our wood is also being preserved properly. Envira-North recommended that we place the first 2 large fans over the mezzanine to improve the air circulation and push down the heat, which was always hovering over that area of the venue, thereby making more efficient use of our warm air and keeping everyone comfortable. The fans come with the variable settings, which allows you to just have a consistent circulation. That's what we use it for, just at a low setting, just to keep circulating consistently. This past spring, we replaced an older, smaller fan on the first part of the venue with the new onyx fan, which really improved the circulation in that older part of the venue. I say older, but I mean we're talking 6-7 years. That's it. Envira-North was a big help in assisting us with the selection and the installation. Everything was done so professionally, and we really appreciated that. We would recommend them to anyone. As I said before, the number 1 priority is always your guest, first and foremost, to keep them comfortable and enjoy their stay while they're here that day. Secondly, the building needs to be kept in tip-top climate. It's so important to keep and preserve that wood and the structure going forward way past our lifetime. This was a family legacy that was created, and we really want to protect that.